Hey guys, it's Vibranium Comics After Hours. Woo! I'm here with Casey and Corey and myself, Austin, and we're going to talk about this week's heavily debated topic, Sony.
Yep.
Sink or swim.
I don't think it's much of a debate.
I don't know. Okay, it's one-sided, but
It's not much of a debate.
a little
I don't think anyone's in favor of Sony besides Sony.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tom
the shareholders
Holland,
of Sony.
I'm pretty sure Tom Holland's asking that he can see Marvel.
I'm pretty sure Tom Holland's going, I'm confused. What's happening?
It's like it's like mommy and daddy are splitting up, and Tom Holland's like, no, please let me stay with daddy.
I did see.
He has more money.
I did see a meme where it was Tom Holland and it's him trying to figure out how to find a loophole in his contract to get out of Sony.
Oh, that's true. Oh, so if you guys don't know what's going on right now, Sony and Marvel, which is through Disney, have broken apart and no longer sharing
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I almost said Superman. Is it weird?
Yeah.
So there's, but this Sony's like, no more. Can you have rights to Spider-Man, even though technically you don't have
Well, they also
paperwork and stuff like that. But hey,
Yeah.
First off, they said that they weren't agree to have Kevin Feige as the producer for it, which he's been doing a great job with Spider-Man so far.
Mhm.
Yeah.
the last for Sony's pictures, we just looked at the list,
Yes.
and like of the top 6, 5 of them are Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of which
Yeah.
are the most recent ones.
Spider-Man obviously sells, but
Can it stand on its own? That's the question.
is it going to do as great as it has been doing? I think they think that it's like, well, Spider-Man's high right now. Well, we can just keep it going.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man, by the way?
I have not seen the newest Spider-Man.
The hype that got me to watch the newest Spider-Man is like I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but I wanted to know what was happening
With the
Yeah.
blip.
the blip in the MCU. Like, how is this
Yeah.
affecting
Yeah,
everything?
well, because the big thing that came to it was they were saying, because it was all fake, by the way, just in case you don't already know, that the multiverse was a thing
Yeah.
in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spoilers,
Homecoming,
it's
Far
not.
From Home.
It's not. Sorry, we just ruined it for you.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, he fooled
Yeah.
us all.
He literally
The whole,
Made
his
us wanna
whole freaking line was how he tricked the audience.
yeah. It was great. If you haven't seen it, we're sorry we ruined it for you, but we'll have a spoiler thing
had time.
before.
You
You
had
had time. Yeah, it's been over 2 weeks.
Over 2 weeks. It's been over like months. Now.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm still correct
Yeah.
when I
It
said it's
came
been
out-
over 2 weeks.
It came out in July.
Yeah, it's so yeah. You had your chance, but now Sony is now
June? Came out June.
kidnapping Spider-Man, taking him back home, and throwing him in the closet, just like Harry Potter. With the
Only
Dursleys.
with less money.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Are we gonna say the Dursleys are Sony Pictures right now instead of the thing?
Kind of.
I think that's a
And
better.
then-
That's a better analogy.
An
That's a better
analogy, yeah.
Yeah.
Then our original analogy was.
Something with Titanic. Either Sony's the iceberg or whatever. Either way, Sony causes Titanic to sink. You know,
So-
that's pretty much the gist of it.
So people watching this definitely don't know what side we're on.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're definitely.
I
not
like
making that clear.
Jumanji that came out. I did.
I mean,
that's
Sony-
their top
Jumanji was-
grossing.
okay.
That is their Jumanji. The top grossing movie for Sony is Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. Have you
That's
seen that?
not Spider-Man.
That's not.
yeah.
That is the top one.
Oh, is it really?
That was literally the top one.
Yeah.
And then it's 5 things of Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, Sony's put out great movies, but it's also put out crap movies.
Mhm.
Spider-Man 3.
After Earth.
Yeah.
After, definitely.
Hitched.
Like, Hitch wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was not good either.
It was okay.
Hitch wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
It wasn't After Earth.
Okay, we'll just say this: the amount of money that they
That's the scale.
Yeah. The
Sony,
amount
kind
of the amount of movies they put out over all the years.
Yep.
They've had a listing of good profitable ones that have been high grossing. Disney's probably, even reproducing the same ones over and over again, has made probably 3 times that amount of list.
Well, Disney's more hand-on to what they're making, though.
They are and aren't. They say do it good or we'll step in.
Yeah.
It's basically
Yeah.
how they get
Exactly.
involved. They don't really want to step in, but as long as you're making money, they don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what they were fine with this. The major the break with it is because they were only getting like 5% of the initial weekend's income. Opening weekend. So basically they would only get a certain percentage of that and that'd be it. Which I believe that came from Leonard Nimoy. I read this before. He was the one who said it that way, and because he was a part of some other movie, and he made more money than he would have than just acting in it. It's like he made like double the amount, which is smart. But they wanted, because they created this entire universe. Like they're the ones pushing this. They're merging the character into the MCU, putting these dramatic pauses that makes Tony Stark want to like bring him back because he felt responsible for this kid.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, like you can't be a part.
I think they were part of what
50%.
made Spider-Man so great for this one is the relationship he had with Iron Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was his fatherly figure, which he doesn't really have one in the comics anymore.
No.
There wasn't really a fatherly figure. At some points, it is Norman Osborn. Then you realize Norman Osborn's a bad guy.
Yeah.
So it was good, and it turned out Tony Stark was not a bad guy. Who knew?
I mean, all of comic books, but yeah.
Well, sometimes he's a bad guy.
He's kind of always the good guy, though. You know?
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes. But there's what ifs. But so now we've got to this situation now that they've completely like torn him out of there, and they still got a few movies they still are contractually obligated to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now we haven't heard what Disney said. We just know that this event just happened. We have no idea what's going to happen as of yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not official. He's no longer part of the MCU
Yet.
but it's pretty much heading that way.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something tough for them to do to keep. And he was supposed to be one of the original or the next core of the group of heroes coming out.
Yeah, and also for the loss of this, Spider-Man is the Marvel's main staple. That is
absolutely.
like Batman and Superman are for DC.
Some would say the Flash.
He would say the Flash,
None would say the Flash.
But mainly the main boy in blue is it's not Captain America, it's not Iron Man, it's Spider-Man.
If you show a 6-year-old a picture of Spider-Man and a 6-year-old a picture of Captain America, they're gonna know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
Well, it's also the
They go,
fact,
"That's the guy."
It's also the fact that it's Stan Lee's favorite character that
correct.
he's ever worked on. And
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how Sony thinks that they're making a good deal.
It's funny that you brought up that's his favorite character he's worked on because his favorite villain he worked on is Dr. Doom, and we just got him back into
into Dr. Doom is a great villain. He's one of my favorite villains for Marvel.
I'm just glad that Sony doesn't have him again because they just bought Fox. So there was a meme. I showed you guys the meme, but the audience-wise, there was a meme sent to me that Disney was probably going to end up buying out Sony. We'll see if that probably won't happen just because.
Yeah, they probably won't let it happen because it'll be
monopoly.
Too big of a conglomerate.
But they'd probably set up something away because we all know Disney's not a good person, but they know how to make money.
Yeah, they're very good at finding money. That's for sure.
And I don't see Sony agreeing to selling Spider-Man though. All honesty, no matter how big the offer is, because obviously if they're getting a big offer, they go, well, it's worth this much, so I can make this much easily.
Well, I don't know if you're an executive at Sony and someone comes up and offers you, like Disney, for instance, offers you like $4 billion for Spider-Man. I mean, we saw that Disney paid $7 million.
But they bought the entire Star Wars franchise.
Hold on, though. But you got to think of it this way, though. Star Wars wasn't big during its time when they bought it.
That's also true.
It was on its low run.
That's true.
It just came up the prequels.
So Spider-Man is hot right now. So Spider-Man is honestly probably worth more than Star Wars because of where it's at.
Well, let's fight that out in the comments because that's definitely something. Do you think that Sony would sell it? And if you do, what amount do you think they would sell it for?
I don't think. Yeah, the amount thing's issue because it's too much intellectual property going on there, and like what characters really get Spider-Gwen because they put her in Spider-Verse, so it's complicated. Yeah. But so there's a lot of different things going on. We're gonna find out why Sony wants to do it. They want to make their own universe because they had success of Venom. And that they've got Spider-Verse was highly successful with that. Yes. It wasn't as successful. It's the least successful of the Spider-Man movies, but it still was pretty well.
That's also because it's not Peter Parker, because Peter Parker is the Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's the staple Spider-Man.
Which is true. So we'll see what happens there. There's a lot of ways it can go. We'll hear about more in the next couple of weeks, probably. There's a bunch of talks with Disney coming out. Yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated on what we find out, and hopefully it's good news. Sometimes it's going to be bad
Hopefully
news.
Disney just buys Sony out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hope not, because I don't want Disney to become president of the United States.
At least somehow Disney
Saved
buys
it.
out Spider-Man from Sony.
Years ago, when Disney first bought Star Wars, we were like, they're going to ruin it.
Listen.
Well, people would still agree with that.
It's true, they would still agree with it.
You're right.
But now we're asking them, save Spider-Man.
Yeah, please.
Because he's already
Please
been
save
ruined
Spider-Man.
before.
Please save him.
You know, so do you? This is the last little topic I want to bring up. Do you think that if with the official buyout, they're going to try that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Verse crossover?
That'd be amazing.
You think that? I don't think it would.
I think
I don't
it
know.
would be.
I did not like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Contrary to popular opinion.
Did you like Tobey Maguire
like Andrew
as Peter
Garfield.
Parker? Peter Parker, though.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire did a great Peter Parker.
Okay.
I did not think he pulled off Spider-Man very well, where Andrew Garfield was like
The opposite.
everything that I think Spider-Man would be.
Yeah, Andrew
Peter
Garfield
Parker
was
was a
great.
little soft.
Andrew Garfield, I don't like him as Peter Parker because I thought he was just too hipster.
Yeah, I could
He
see
was,
that.
Andrew Garfield definitely hit the Spider-Man role. Tobey Maguire definitely hit the Peter Parker role. And then we got
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Which I think was a good even.
Yeah, he
mix
is. He's a
between
good
the two.
even mix of them.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Maybe Disney will be like, Tom Holland, once his contract's done, you're done too. So, and we'll just put you to another character because they have moved people over to other
Who
roles.
owns Tom Holland? Is it Sony? I think Sony owns
Okay,
him, right?
first off, no one owns Tom
No,
Holland.
yeah, no one owns Tom
No,
Holland.
okay.
let's start there.
Let's be honest. Let's be
Who is
honest.
he contractually
Let's be honest.
obligated to?
So contracts with when you're a movie star, it's pretty much ownage.
Kind of yes and no because they can pull out of it, but they'll just lose money. But Disney would probably say, "Oh, if you lose that money, we'll reimburse you plus some."
I mean, they did with that. What was it?
That's true.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. wanted out, and they said, "Look, man, we'll fucking pay you. Just stay in."
Oh, he used the F.
Yep.
We're allowed one. We're allowed one.
We're allowed one. PG-13, they're allowed one F word.
We're sorry, kids at home. So I guess we're gonna end there tonight. It was a good little rant we had going on. Next week we don't know what we're gonna rant about because it could be anything. We could rant more about Sony. Or
I
could-
mean, there's a lot of news been coming out. In all honesty, with Disney Plus coming out this Friday, being talked about this Friday, I imagine we're getting more news. So,
well, we'll leave it there. Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Tell us if we're wrong. Tell me why you liked Sony. Tell us why you hate Sony. It doesn't matter. We'll listen to it. We'll read it. It's usually fun to read some of the comments.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, guys. You have a good day, and